Hey guys, SlySonic7 here, and we are back. We have just completed the night act here in Chunon, and we were stopped just before our boss battle in the previous episode, so we're here going to continue taking on our first boss on the night stages, second boss overall, Dark Gaia Phoenix. So here we go. Alright guys, so we're back here. It's Dark Gaia Phoenix like we had talked about. So first thing to note here is that you do not want to approach Dark Gaia Phoenix while it's just flying around in the air. It's not safe, and you actually want to make sure you can get behind some cover, because some of the attacks here are actually pretty dangerous. Basically anything flying through the sky there, just stay on one of the ridges and just get there. Now what I want you to do is jump up here, grab one of these, and then throw the water barrel right at the Phoenix. Basically what the Phoenix is going to do now is, because it's not on fire, it can't protect itself. And it's going to land on one of these random pedestals here. Just jump up to it and just start wailing away. You're going to get it down to this line. You have a quick time event that I just fucked up because I forgot there was a quick time event. And it's going to light itself back on fire. There's no difference here of getting an S rank or not in that sense, so who really cares? I'm just going to grab and then got him. That was actually a really, really lucky one to get. Cool, jump up. I'm just trying to collect the medals as we go here too. So again, Phoenix is going to come right back down here. We're going to go over here, just jump up, wail away at him, and then be cognizant, because there actually is a quick time event, as I forgot. So we got B to Y. And that was it for this one. So it looks like he's completely done, right? We're like, wow, that was a really easy boss battle, but he's back. He's actually going to recharge, I think it's 2 times total, so you have to take him down 3 times. I think that's what it is. That was a horrible idea. That did not work. I got lit on fire a little bit. Luckily, being lit on fire doesn't do too much damage. I guess somehow that works. Okay, that actually hurt a little bit though. Now when he's close here, we need to just jump up, grab this water tank if we can, and, you know, don't get hit by the things in the air, so just time it out better. I'm actually having like a horrible run through of this right now. Can I just grab and throw this? Thank you. So now, because he's recharged once, it's actually going to take 2 hits to cool him off this time. So again, do what you did before, just come grab and then just throw again. He's got 2, now he's going to go try to find a place to just, you know, heal for a second there and then kind of regain his flame. Just follow him up. Same as before, beat him down to the line, and then a quick time event will start. And good. Now this, oh my god, I pressed B instead of A. I even saw it too, and I just pressed a different button. This quick time event is going to be a little bit different in the fact that it's going to start off with 2, just as the previous one had, but it's going to add on another, I want to say 2 or 3 to it. So it is going to be a longer quick time event to do. So we're going to wait for the Phoenix to fly back around to us right now. Bless you, Lola. I was hoping that would count. It didn't. Bless you. Wow, you okay? Okay. So we're going to jump up here. There we go. So whenever he does that pound to the ground, it's very easy to find him again. And whenever you miss up the quick time event, you actually don't have to go through all of the times it takes to cool them off. So in this case, 2. You actually just need to do 1. So it's actually really nice in that regard, because it's not as much work as it had to be. So developers were nice in that regard. Let's go A. A. I'm trying to be very careful to not screw this up again, since I've done it twice. X. So now you see it's a new punch that we're doing, mixed with 1 more. B. And this time, again, we think we've won, but just kidding. He's back and better than ever. Honestly, I'm doing a pretty horrible job at this in the fact of like how much life I've lost. Typically, you actually don't need to lose that much life as you're going. As long as like you just stay on one of these panels, you're not really going to be hurt that much. And then from there, it's just, and now just throw this as it goes. Nope, messed it up. From there, it's really just stay out of the way of his range attacks, and then just try not to be on the ground to get hit by the things, and just don't mess up the quick time. So honestly, not that bad overall. So again, we hit him here. I know there's 1 more medal somewhere, I just don't know where it is. We're going to stay down. Whoops. As I say, we're going to stay down. I come up to get wailed on. Holy crap. Yep, was hoping those would miss me. Alright, so he went there. I want to say, is it 2 or does he require 3 this time? Wow. I very well may die here, which is hilariously sad, because the first time I did this, I just cleared through it like nothing. So that sucks. Ah, there's the last medal. Cool. Right side. Had to run over here, so we found the sun medal. Stay here. It's harder for these things to hit you on the ridge as I just get hit. Alright, now just gotta grab him. And throw. Good, put out the flame. Now here we go. The last put down here, we're hopefully get one more quick time event. And that should be it. Again, I think there's a lot smarter ways to do this than I probably did. Just for not losing as much health. Mainly get your quick time events right. And hope that I don't mess this one up from the 3rd time. Alright, so we're going to do the same 2 punches from the previous one added on here. Oh, that's funny. So we just pull and smash him down, and that smash finishes it. And he is actually just down for the count now, guys. So, we have completed our first boss battle as, I keep wanting to say Night Sonic, it's Werehog. And we got a C. Not too great, but again, understandable considering the fact that we messed up every quick time event. So I completely understand that. So I just leveled up the life a little bit just because we were getting a little bit low in that boss battle. It's never really a bad thing to have too much life in that regard. We saved the old guy here. Not really sure why in the world he was there, but we get this new orb that opens this door. And getting the orb to open the door actually brings us into the next Gaia temple, so beating this boss gets it to us. So just so you guys know, like a pretty typical pattern of how this game goes is you play through some levels, you're going to find a boss battle, you defeat the boss, and then it opens up a Gaia temple to then be able to restore 1 continent to the world, which then also recharges 1 Chaos Emerald. So as a result of that, guys, we now, as this loading screen is coming up, we'll see that we've actually restored our 2nd continent, meaning 2 down, 5 to go. And as we can see now, the 2 pieces that are actually on the ground there have connected and looking more like the world already. We still have obviously pieces that are very well out of whack, but as the achievement says, it's looking better than it used to. So guys, now that we've completed this 2nd Gaia temple here, we're actually going to jump back to Spagonia to talk with the professor, who now will have us tell us the next locations of temples. We have to get out right before the door closes, you know, classic Indiana Jones fun stuff. And apparently we just jump our way out. Seems legit. You just flick him out of the way. And now what we see is actually the Dark Gaia Phoenix was actually just a normal Phoenix who was meant to be protecting the temple. But infected with Dark Gaia's energy, turned into this evil creature. But his job is to be guarding the temple. And he's actually a very beautiful, colorful creature who's meant to be very positive and not actually like malicious in any sense. But, you know, Dark Gaia's energy turns people bad. And again, Chip says, "You want some chocolate?" Phoenix says, "Why not?" Takes a bite of the chocolate. I love this shit though. Like, it's hilarious to me that like the Phoenix is like, "Yeah, I'll have some chocolate. Why not?" Phoenix flies away. Temple is safe. All is restored. And that's honestly just a beautiful shot of the Phoenix just flying away in the circle to then perch on top of this temple. I think it's a really, really cool thing, and it's just something that's, again, just next level creative that they did in this game that they didn't do in something like Sonic 06 that just makes it more colorful and fun and just different than it used to be, and I always appreciate that. So here we see that we have Eggman here. His robot helper will come in, say, "Here's your dinner." It's an Italian sub. I love it. Also, even the sub, I know it's cartoony and all that, but pretty legitimately done. It looks pretty decent. It looks actually kind of appetizing. So they're saying that their progress is behind the timeline of harnessing all the power from Dark Gaia. While at the same point, they're 27% done. The joke is that we're actually about 28% done because 2 out of 7 temples. Or like 0.14285. Yeah, so like 28.5%. Basically what they're saying is that because Dark Gaia wasn't as matured and put together at its awakening as it should have been. They can't harness the energy as well as they wanted to, meaning ipso ergo, they are behind their timeline for what they planned. And now Eggman's pissed, and he's just saying, you know, what do we do?
Ergo, this is the repercussion of your hasty actions.
What was that?
And the robot's saying he's being too hasty. Eggman's pissed. I'm having a bad enough day as it is. I don't understand why in the world the professor had the Gaia manuscripts, Eggman. He was a prisoner for you. You should have just held them to yourself. And he's saying another hasty decision that you let Sonic go instead of holding him captive. And then quiet! And now this kind of brings me to one point. I'm just going to skip over this because it's been going on for way too long here. But it's weird to have, like, you know, your main villain is Eggman, and like he's very quickly being told by his subordinates that like what he's doing in this game is pretty stupid. You know, you didn't wait long enough to do your plan. Why'd you let Sonic go? And like these are all very fair gripes and like they're legitimate. But it's a weird thing to see like the guy who's supposed to be like your main antagonist being pretty dumb, honestly. So like I don't really understand it. Funny all the same, but now we're gonna head back to Spagonia here, and we're gonna meet with the professor. So I'm gonna jump to where we talk with the professor. All right, so we're back with the professor now, and he's gonna tell us that another piece is returned. You know, part of the planet's back together. But now, let's see. There's strange robot sightings here in Chunon. It gives me the chills. Basically, what he's saying when he says that there's strange robot sightings is just saying the next two available levels are here and in Chunon. So as a result, since we're already here, we might as well just stay here and go to Spagonia. And I say that in an extremely biased way because the next level we're going to be doing is actually my favorite level of the entire game. Because I think it just encompasses everything that a Sonic level should be. It's fast, it's fun, it's colorful, and it is exhilarating. And I think it's fantastic. So, before we can get to the level, we actually have to do a little bit of a kind of work around here. So what we have to do is we have to get onto the switch, stamp on it 3 times. Oh my god, I jumped in the laser. Yep, get up and over. And we need to get these new shoes, which basically, they look like springs. The idea is they let us, let me get some rings there. They let us whenever we're seeing a wall. Okay, lasers off. Come on, there you go. So whenever there's a side-by-side wall like this, it actually lets us jump up and around like that. And like that, we got a medal. So very quick reward of doing this. And as a result of getting this, we can now go over here. Come to what seems like a very obvious side-to-side jump place. And come up, around. Do the full circle. Get shot in the air. And stamp down. Oh, I got that on the first try. That was great. So Rooftop Run. This is my favorite game. This is my favorite level in the game. I've personally downloaded the theme song to this level. I think it's fantastic. I think everything about this level is fantastic. I'm going to try to go through as quickly as possible and not stop for the medals that force me to slow down, because I think that's, again, against the spirit of this game and just of Sonic in general. So we're just going to try to really speed demon this level, and I'm going to really enjoy it. So the second I break free here, I'm just going to start boosting. Breaking through robots, jumping up and around. And what I think I really enjoy about this level is that they mix so well between 2D and 3D in the level design. So you really feel like it's switching a lot, and there's a lot of different views, which makes you very excited as you're playing it because it just continually excites you. Slide, and let's go! Oh, I just dropped myself on purpose, I guess. Interesting, and there we go. Let's charge through! And we're gonna ride the rail across. Just keep sprinting, just keep sprinting, just keep... Ah, and I sidestepped the wrong way. Oh, so close, almost got it the entire way there. But again, like, we've only been going for a minute and we've covered so much ground, which I really appreciate about a level like this, is that it's really just meant to go fast. They at multiple different times just tell you just to boost forward and don't even think about it. And they purposely set up some of the medals down the middle of the middle of those lanes, just as like incentive to just keep boosting. Which again, I appreciate when a level has the sole intent of just saying go fast. Because at the root of it, that's why we've all come at one point or another to enjoy Sonic games, is you really get the fun thrill of just going fast. Here I'm going to purposely try to go slow. You can hold X to speed up if you want. Down the middle of these, I believe there's a medal somewhere here. Yep, right down the middle of here, I want to say. I missed it. I'm going to go fast now. Anyways, just how it goes. I tried to do it, didn't work out. Oh well. Shoot in the air. Let's just start speed boosting across. And immediate boost. And this stuff I love. It's just like, now there's going to be some enemies in front of us. This is a really cool part. So you just want to start boosting ahead here. The enemies are going to start showing you, like where they want to be aiming. You want to simultaneously hit the robots into those robots to take them out, and or make them crash into the walls as you go to make them blow up, so they don't laser you as you go. And again, like, it's such a random thing to do, but to me it's so creative, because it was something that I've never seen them do in a game like this. Is have these moving targets for you as you're going, that you basically have to, like, you know, in the fastest way possible, take out as you go, or else you're going to have to slow down / won't be able to keep going. And I just think, like, it's a very cool thing they do. They're like, just whatever, I missed the medal. It just motivates you to go as fast as you can. And again, like, I'm gonna probably consistently say, like, I missed a medal, and I just get hit by a steel crate, metal crate. Beat this guy, and then rope. Let's go. There are still some parts that force you to slow down, like that, like here, take out 3 enemies, stuff like that. But in general, like, they're pretty good about, like, making you go fast and keeping up the pace, which I really appreciate. So now this part goes a little bit slower, which I'm not a huge fan of, just because it's the first part where you, oh my god, yep, where you can really die. If you fall in between these things, you're pretty screwed, which is no fun. And now, because I blew up those balloons, I have to go up and down and wait for those balloons to fall back in place. So to me, that's actually a pretty lame thing they did, is making it such that, like, you have to almost, like, be time dependent, like either you get it right the first time or you're just idly sitting by, which is like a very non-Sonic, like, core concept to me. I almost just boosted right off. But again, like, right after they make me wait there, then it immediately all just speeds up again. And now you have, like, some quick time as you're jumping up. And, like, it's weird, though, because, like, as that, like, you know, for how that's going, like, they immediately try to speed me back up, which is making me think, like, in a sense, like, you know, why did you make me slow down on the ascent then? Why couldn't you make the ascent just that much faster? Again, I'm really nitpicking to find things that I don't like about this level. Again, to reiterate, I love this level just because it is really, really fun. They just do a great job at, like, giving you a lot of different looks, doing a lot of interesting things with the rails as you go, giving you a lot of different routes you can take to really continue through the level. And as a result, it's just, you know, it gives you a whole great perspective on, like, cool, got the medal. Yep, we're just going to continue straight here. And now we're going to see some robots coming back. And now here, they're going to start firing. Whenever they fire, we need to get out of the way. And now they mix the grind rails with these guys firing, which I think is a beautiful touch. Oh no, and I died. Oh no, I had 400 rings! Oh, that sucks! Oh! Whatever. I've never once finished that level without dying, so I was thinking we were onto something there. Turns out, probably not. Which makes sense. So in a section like this, you just want to keep holding down X. Again, let's, we're just going to keep going here. I really think we can get it this time. And if we do it right, we can probably still finish with, like, close to 100 rings. Oh my god, I somehow lived that. I don't even care that I got hit by them. I'm just happy I didn't die that time. Yep, so again, you want to hit the robots into them. Hit the robot, And you want to hold boost, because just hitting these guys won't actually make any difference. It's all about boosting while you do it. And this is what's going to make all the difference. We just took out... Oh, no, I thought we took them out. We didn't. Keep hitting, keep boosting. And they just do such an interesting job here because you're meant to move through this level extremely fast. And they get out of the way, and we just finished. Lola.
Not my best run.
So guys, 6.5 minutes, no rings, which sucks. D rank, it happens. You know, I'm not mad. That's just how it turned out to be. I can live with it. I wish it had gone better, but it is what it is. I just love being able to showcase that level, just because to me it's such an innovative and fun level that like I really appreciate what it does. But guys, with that, I think we've gone through a decent amount. The boss battle took longer than I thought it would. That level took a little bit longer than I thought it would. So hopefully when I edit this down, this video is around like 20 or like 17 to 20 minutes. So we'll see. But guys, this has been Slysonic 7. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one where we go to Chunon and take on their day stage, so another Fast Sonic level. Can't wait.